Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Karen Pierce, and I am the deacon assigned to St. Paul's in Port Townsend. 2 years ago, I went to the parish where I am assigned, St. Paul's, Port Townsend, with the thought that had come to me that the parish could provide some type of a weekly lunch offering for everyone who walked through our doors. If you have ever been to St. Paul's in Port Townsend, you will know that the church and its campus sit in the heart of the Uptown District, really one foot in the neighborhood and the other in the city itself, making the church's visibility and accessibility to the world something I believe that we should pay attention to. You see, people with every type of need and hungry were walking by and are still walking by our doors every day. Some homeless, some aging, some alone, youth who were looking for a place. Whoa, my thing just went away, I'm sorry. This is the problem with this. Check, no. Amen. It's working out here. Some youth who are looking for a place to be, and all of these folks hungry to be in community with someone. With this understanding of our community, it seemed that God was calling on us to push open our doors and welcome everyone to sit down together and share a meal. So when I put out a call with this idea and gathered folks I believed were interested, we were blessed with a number of people who came forth and shared ideas and ways of doing such a thing. One of those people came in the person of Linda McKenzie, who had just moved to Port Townsend from Houston, Texas. Linda said to me that she had always wanted her own restaurant, and now as she was newly retired from her work as a grade school principal, she was ready to take on that idea and merge it together with the idea of serving lunch for no cost to anyone who walked through our doors. And just like that, Just Soup was born. Linda and Joe Newber will talk with you more about what Just Soup is and how it has changed all of our lives. And everyone who serves and eats, who cooks, who brings clothing and toiletries to share with those who may need them, who engages in conversation with people who have come to eat. And what I really think we understand is how by being open to the call that the Spirit gave to us to reach out to the world, we are transformed as a community by opening our doors to anyone who comes and really meaning it. I have taken to saying that Just Soup Wednesdays at St. Paul's is now a fourth congregation of St. Paul's. It is a community, a place to be, to care for each other, and to share a meal, which sounds a lot like what I understand every congregation is called to be, every day of the week. So please now hear the stories of Just Soup Wednesdays, this fourth congregation of St. Paul's, Port Townsend, that we are so privileged to be a part of.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What we call Just Soup began August 3rd, 2010 with 3 guests, but now it's developed into so much more. We are answering God's call by providing nourishment for the body and soul for the guests that come to eat with us. During our first year of service to the Port Townsend community, we were able to feed over 1,500 guests. Ours is not your typical soup kitchen. At least that's what they tell me, because I've actually never been to one. You won't find a soup line at St. Paul's. We have created a safe, comfortable environment where our guests are welcomed by volunteers who can't wait to take their soup orders. Each week, guests have at least 2 soup options, and sometimes more. We always prepare a meat soup, a vegetarian soup, and if that vegetarian soup doesn't meet the vegan requirements, then I make a vegan soup. Our guests are directed to tables that have cloth tablecloths, napkins, and fresh flowers on them. By the time our guests get their drink and take their seat at the table, a bowl of hearty, hot soup is delivered to them. Nobody leaves St. Paul's hungry. As long as a guest wants more soup, we serve them. I think the record is 6 bowls of soup. But you can really tell when people are hungry. We also have a table of fruit, extra bread, and desserts, which usually are cookies, but this summer we've had lots of crisps. Just Soup works because of the many volunteers and donations which make this a reality. Just Soup is funded totally by donations and run strictly by volunteers. The volunteers involved in this ministry are saints from St. Paul's, saints from Port Townsend, friends, and others actually from out of state. Last Christmas, I had a call from a woman I didn't know. Her granddaughter was coming to visit her at Christmas, and she was looking for a service project to keep this girl busy. Well, I had two things that I could offer her, and one was Just Soup. So the Wednesday before Christmas, the grandmother, the daughter, and the granddaughter came to Just Soup and helped us serve lunch. I have another friend who had a niece in town for a month this past summer. This girl was a junior high girl, and she worked with us 3 weeks out of the month that she was there. She was actually a natural in the kitchen, and I don't think anyone really knew that. We have another parishioner that has a homeschool class. It's probably 8 to 9 elementary school kids. Well, they started coming sometime during the school year, and all of a sudden they quit leaving their lunches at home on Wednesday, so they would have to come to Just Soup to eat. So before the end of the school year, the teacher came to me and she said that the kids wanted to do something. So on Tuesday, which is usually the day I prep, they brought bags and bags of already cut up vegetables that they had gotten from their home gardens. I cooked the soup, then on Wednesday they helped me serve it. So it was really cool. We have a couple, they're a friend of ours, that have bought a house in Port Townsend. They're going to retire to Port Townsend in about 6 years. Well, they visit 3 weeks out of the year, and every week that they come, they spend at least one Wednesday in our kitchen. They help me cook. They provided all kinds of relish items for our table, and actually, you're going to hear me mention them in a few minutes. They send us cookies. So the volunteers and donors of this ministry have truthfully put their love for God into action. Volunteers do many things around Just Soup. The involvement includes shopping, cooking, chopping, prepping, setting up tables with tablecloths and flowers, serving and cleaning up. Bakers in the parish, community, and out of state provide bread, cookies, and crisps. During the summer, we actually had a cookie fairy. This person would leave cookies, homemade cookies, in a sealed box at our door, and I would find them every Wednesday morning. We still don't know who that person is. Now we have a friend who is a baker, and she, in New Jersey, and once a month she delivers cookies by mail to us. I don't know, for some reason, everybody wants to get involved in this project, which is a great thing. A huge part of volunteering is having conversation with our guests. The guests come from all walks of life, and everyone is welcome at our table. Our volunteers are encouraged to sit, eat, and talk with our guests. On Wednesday, everyone is on common ground. Donations are the lifeblood of Just Soup. St. Paul's parishioners and others have been very generous with their funds of money and donations of vegetables, canned goods, cookies, meats, flowers, refrigerator freezers, and so many other things. Just Soup has two very active partnerships at the moment, one being Pane Tamore, a local bakery in Port Townsend. They've actually provided us with bread every week since we began our program. Now we have a partnership with the Port Townsend Food Bank, and they give us overstocked items, which is really a great savings for us. Our guests come from all walks of life. Our guests include seniors, high school students, elementary grade students, the homeless, those just having a tough time, parishioners, those just passing through, and those just in need of conversation and friendship. Many are very talented. One of our guests quite frequently gives us a piano concert during lunch. Another one sometimes gives us a guitar concert. We have truly built a community, and our guests are so appreciative. There is a line from a movie that comes to mind. If you build it, they will come. That is happening with Just Soup. We are still building, word is spreading, but they are coming. And we are so pleased and very thankful. Since the beginning of our second year, which was on Wednesday, August 3rd, 2011, not even 3 months ago, we have served 879 bowls of soup to 593 guests with 89 volunteers. Again, this project wouldn't be possible without the volunteers and donations. For those two things, I am very grateful. Thank you.